receiver. He's coming off a stellar day, scoring twice and adding a bunch of yards.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago. And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's
I saw that one coming, you're right.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So here are the Jaguars in great field position already. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And you want to talk about enormous expectations being placed on a quarterback. How about what Trevor Lawrence faced coming out of college? But the good thing for him, he's used to it. He had the same type of expectations leaving high school and going to Clemson. They always expect him to be a franchise savior whatever team he joins. And to his credit, he shouldered those expectations and is doing everything in his power to follow through.
2nd and 10.
Oh!
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Oh! That sounds good. Look at that short, brother.
That's going to hurt a bit because they need to come through to the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there, but it's going to be second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're top 10
we
unit
don't.
against
Stop.
the people trying to move the ball on the ground.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win.
Oh, I need to start recognizing that. It's all good.
Every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Called it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Baby, go. Inspiration.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Oh, I feel like
It's going to be incomplete.
they did not
He
show
didn't
like
just deny a
this.
big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lawrence will throw.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will make it 6-0. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10.
I don't like that he got my last snap throw and his interceptions.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Leonard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Finding Pickens for another catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he's got it. It's caught. And end zone touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from taking the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more
Oh, bro!
Because you missed those first 2.
Oh.
4 for 4 range. That can be
Fair.
tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
I have played this in your hands. Oh, bro. What's happening?
Lawrence going to throw again.
No, thank you. Stupid.
That's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Foot down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now 2nd and 3. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, bro. Why don't y'all give me who I needed? I would have got that with your...
We're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 24-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Okay, ready? Black swap. Yellow, line, blue, check.
Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Smith, red. Switch, yellow, check, white.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Drill green. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals, because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a first down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Let's go now. Ready?
He'll try to run this one in.
No, I'm behind him. Oh,
Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. After one, 14-6 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, as they've got it as we resume action. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now Lawrence changing the play. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on your quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage. quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Shit.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So here are the Saints to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
62 plus. Down.
He'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So not only do you not get the 1st down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. You just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get touched or blocked.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's when your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. The guy's man, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make it 17-13. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, Lawrence. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On play action, they'll throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
They're going to look to throw.
I switched on him.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Damn it.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
He's got this to Pickens. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Touchdown! Tajay Spears from 6 yards away. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once that we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Thanks,
is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second and 1. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. From the midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Now a timeout called for by the defense. Which will come with a little under a... in this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. Petrelli. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, not many teams use the fullback in the passing game. Heck, not many teams use a fullback anymore in the NFL. And even with those that do, you don't typically see a lot of big plays when the ball's thrown to him. In this case, it exceeded it.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. George Pickens from 10 yards out. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team bones it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And the Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Field goal range, bro.
Try to run it out as they start the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Ball at the 26, second and 7. They go play action with Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone to throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Bro, tackle him!
And he will take this one home.
I should have threw it away.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Oh, that is good job.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's
Bro, where's the pass
He's
interference?
got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
I don't think I was far out. I don't know what you're talking about most of the time.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Lawrence. Incomplete.
I should have just started. Because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. So like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pickens on the slam. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after... But somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again.
That's what the fucking
It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker
coming
room
out
at
good on
halftime.
this.
Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Jaguars back with it on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back. When they sell it like he's going to the flat, that is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. He's going to let it go again.
Oh, bro. I almost dropped it, right? Almost did.
Shot, but it's third down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still third down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. And to throw again is Lawrence. He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Nope.
There he goes, right side. Loose inside the 30. George Pickens.
Look at these commentators. These niggas said that shit to fly.
George Pickens with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. But we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score.
Threw it on his head.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I would have got up and swallowed it.
Pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
That shit was so ignorant.
We talk about every game being a one-score game
the
as we
first
go
catch
into
countdown.
it. Watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball.
We got to go, huh?
Get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. And he's brought down.
That's how that play learns.
It's a sack and a turnover on gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Leonard. And now look at this.
Yeah!
And the Jags grab it.
I think he's out of bounds.
Forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on.
Wait,
That's
what
practice.
happened?
That's
They
work
at the
done.
wall.
It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Give me that.
And it'll be intercepted. And now the rookie's free.
Oh.
Return as he brings this one all the way back to
It's a quarterback. I should have pushed it in his face. Face ass.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's changed for the better.
Here's Lawrence.
Good job. Good job.
On the diving effort. 11 yards for number 11.
That's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Lawrence will throw.
I pressed to throw it away. Oh. Oh, no, they bogus for that.
Well, many times when you talk about quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scramble.
No.
Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's play this. Let's see what happens. See if it gets help.
On play action, Lawrence.
Oh.
His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there, that defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. You ever get a little restless too?
Just happened.
And it will finally be shoved out of bounds down at the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Yeah, do that. I think you I don't think still.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. Hasn't dropped too many in that department. Third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left.
Oh, bro. It's because I tried to stuff him.
There. 12 yards, first down.
I got me, though. Boop, boop, boop.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Oh, no.
Check pink. Smith red.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
And
strong running there as he's inside
almost
the
got that ball away.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage.
Touchdown, Saints.
Oh, he knocked him over.
Great play there. He's to the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
That's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Let's throw his ass out.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Jaguars again ready to take over on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now this one's complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they get burned a bit for first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Yeah, he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run.
3rd quarter, 4th quarter, down by 50. I felt it.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw again.
Open.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now Lawrence on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
I feel like you're about to
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed. But that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a first down.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. And they'll run again. And
oh, bro.
Will not go anywhere.
Who got me?
At the line of scrimmage. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown.
Play these games.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars get a revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that.
As we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Yellow, Lonnie, blue, check pink, Smith, red.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
You got
and now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
He's trying to make it a little bit more respectable, maybe.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Fucker.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try to maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it.
These guys are not giving up anything.
They run a draw here on second down. And he's taken down, but not before
We
reaching
tried
the
to
20.
spend
A
that.
14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big
bounds,
play.
broski.
Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged through.
Not bad.
Up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Switch, yellow. Set.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Ooh.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy,